In every revolution, there's one man with a vision.
Hey everybody, Steve here. Now, I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to promote it. I will put the link down in the description in case you want to read it. But Screen Rant has written an article saying how William Hartnell was never meant to be the first Doctor. Now, I understand back in the old classic Doctor Who, they played kind of fast and loose with the canon, with the history, creating the regenerations and stuff just so they wouldn't have to cancel the series. But when you came to the 14th season of Doctor Who, more importantly, the deadly assassin of 14th season episode, Deadly Assassin, they finally put down in stone that you get 12 regenerations. A Time Lord gets 12 regenerations. That means there are 13 possible versions of him or her. And that's it. That is good. So now we have a solid number. We know what we can and can't do. And they can move on from there. Problem is, there are a lot of people who like to go back one season to the Brain of Morbius, where the Doctor finds a Time Lord who's just a brain in a jar right now, named Morbius. And Morbius is evil. He wants to do evil things, and the Doctor wants to stop him. Of course, the Doctor does good stuff. He's the good guy. And during once the Doctor and Morbius face each other, they're going to do this whole wrestle thing, this mind wrestling fight. It's kind of a mind bending duel. And Morbius says to the Doctor, "How far, Doctor? How long have you lived? Your puny mind is powerless against the strength of Morbius. Back to the beginning." So then you have that. And then you see the past incarnations of the Doctor. And then you see 8 more faces show up. Now, seeing how this is a duel, and the Doctor showed his hand with himself and his past 3 regenerations, Morbius must bring something to this fight too. So here we have quite possibly and probably the 8 faces of Morbius's previous regenerations. That's the winning hand for Morbius, because after that, the Doctor falls unconscious and Morbius claims victory. But people want to keep saying these were going to be past incarnations of the Doctor. And there have been rumblings that they were going to go that direction, but they never did. So, in order to make this right, you have to look at those 8 faces as Morbius's. Now, here at the Nerdway, we like to bring receipts. So here are 4 videos, or here's some receipts proving my point. Let's roll it.
Who might you be?
I might be any number of things, young lady. As it happens, I am the Doctor. The original, you might say.
You may be a doctor, but I am the Doctor. The original, you might say.
I didn't know it. I was well off. All 12 of them. No, sir. Ah! All 13!
Who's damsel?
Have you been thorough? It's not easy, you know. He does have 12 faces.
None of these men are here. Are you sure it's one of these?
Yes, he only has these 12 faces. He'll be around here somewhere. This is the closest intersection with the Doctor's timeline. That's why I crashed Hydroflax's ship here.
Also, here at the Nerdway, I like to think we have a very like-minded community. And being like-minded, me, personally, I am a Hartnell to Capaldi Doctor Who believer that William Hartnell is no doubt the true first Doctor, and Capaldi's the last Doctor. Now, I know Capaldi is technically the first generation of a new round of generations, but Capaldi's the last Doctor. Anything past Capaldi from the Chibnall Whittaker era on is just garbage. It's just the BBC putting DEI initiatives over good storytelling. And it shows. It shows bad casting, bad writing, bad direction, just bad storytelling in general, because storytelling is out the window. All we want to do here at the BBC is check boxes and make sure everybody can be seen, because we hate to not, we don't want to upset anybody. Heaven forbid you don't see yourself here in Doctor Who. It's idiotic. It's stupid. It's moronic. I can't say enough about how asinine the BBC is with how they've treated Doctor Who. They had a golden goose that could just keep popping out golden eggs, and they strangled it. They strangled it in the name of DEI. But what do you guys think? Are you on board with me? Are you a William Hartnell to Peter Capaldi Doctor and everything else is garbage? Or are you one of the newer progressive Doctor Who fans who have never watched classic Doctor Who? Your Doctor is Jodie Whittaker, or maybe even as far back as David Tennant. Now, my wife and daughter aren't huge Doctor Who fans, but when push comes to shove, they'll tell you Matt Smith is their Doctor. They enjoy the Matt Smith era of Doctor Who. But they don't care anything about Doctor Who past that. So you really can't lump them into the bad viewers, like the progressive Doctor Who fans. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you on Team Nerdway with Hartnell to Capaldi, or are you on Team BBC DEI garbage and all that stuff password? Let me know. And after that, why don't you go ahead and check out some of my Doctor Who videos, or check out a video that YouTube thinks you will like. I don't know what video you got, but hopefully it's a good one. And we'll come back next time and we'll talk some more stuff.